One Stop, 14th Amendment, calls the FBI and reports a federal crime that is not existing. This is very exciting. He calls the FBI to report federal crimes that are actually local crimes, and he gets hung up on. And he's very upset about that. He has really just about had it with this whole process. Anyway, enjoy.
At the end of the call, though, he does hang up on me rather abruptly. Not because I'm rude, not because of anything else, and I definitely had more crime to report. But notice his behavior when he wants to spin me back down to the local level after I just reported to the FBI man that all these people obstruct justice.
And of course, none of the crimes he was trying to portray to the FBI are federal crimes. That's why he was sent back. But this guy is just delusional. Where do you see how he spells subversion and a couple other words on a screen thing he does? It's absolutely ridiculous. This guy writes legal briefs because he's a, what is he? He's a private attorney general, and he can't even spell.
So we got our court battle coming up here.
He says, hey, I don't care what you reported to me. Go back downstairs.
Clarification, sir.
Yes, sir.
What federal violation are you calling to report today?
Threat to human life and amongst a few others. Can I get your agent code, please?
Sir, I'm not an agent. I'm a threat intake examiner, and my operator ID number is 59855.
Can I get your agent code? Okay, so, I'm sorry, what was your title again? I'm not familiar with that.
I'm a threat intake examiner for the National Threat Operations Center.
Okay, so you don't work for the FBI, you work for the Threat Center, is that correct?
No, sir, I work for the FBI. I am an FBI employee.
Oh, okay. Can I get your agent code? All right, well, let me start the report. April 18th at 8:30 in the morning, deputy by the name that I was given, Willie Carr, C-A-R-R, him and a couple other deputies obstructed me from entering. He blindsides me and tries to push me down the steps of the courthouse. The investigator told me he'd speak with the city attorney and assured me that today's not a good day to probably go to court.
Anyway, just to shorten this drivel up, he goes on for about 20 minutes straight without even taking a breath, reporting a bunch of crimes that never happened and that have nothing to do with the federal government. They're not federal crimes. They're local crimes if they were crimes committed, which they were not. We all know what happened. He went to fight his RV thing. He wouldn't turn his camera off, and they wouldn't let him in the courtroom with his camera. So, he didn't go to court. Anyway.
Since I can't identify who it was that pushed me. And I felt comfortable doing that. 3 hours later, I went up to the courthouse to submit record pertaining to the assault into my case file to show cause why I did not appear, so I did not receive a failure to appear. The Class 5 felony in the state of Virginia, an informant of crime under U.S. Code 1503 and 1513.
Okay, sir. So what you're describing here is typically handled by local state officials. If you report this to your police department,
I'm reporting a threat to my life and official public corruption, which the FBI wants to investigate. Go ahead.
Anyway, the guy at the FBI got sick of listening to him, just hung up and said, have a nice day. And he's very upset about it. But read his notice he put on his image here. Notice the subversion incubator they're keeping me in as a prisoner of war and of lawfare. Whatever the fuck that means. Subversion, I'm supposing, means submersion. And let me see. A prisoner is not spelled like that. He's got an I in there. I don't know why. And that should be E-R, not O-R. I mean, the guy's a legal genius, according to him. He's a self-appointed state's attorney general, a private, and you'd think he'd know how to spell some words. I'm not sure if incubator's spelled right or not. I'm not going to bother looking it up. But there you go. There's One Stop. He's still at it. He's still fighting his RV case from a year ago. Anyway, he's already lost everything. But yep, he's still in his RV though. He's living there. He got his RV back. And he's still fighting the case. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye.